Hey there, this is Kimberly with Aspot, and for today's video, we'll be building AI applicant screener for recruiters. Let's say you're hiring for a data analyst role, or really just any role that gets a high volume of applicants. Normally, candidates submit the resume, and someone has to look through them manually, one by one, to decide who's worth interviewing. With Aspot's IntelliForms, we will be collecting structured applicant info, no resume is required. We will automatically analyze the responses with AI. We will assign a score from 1 to 5, and we will privately send a pass or fail decision to the recruiting team via Webhook. So this is actually a perfect fit for startups and fast-growing companies that don't have time to manually review every resume. This is perfect for recruiting agencies that need to filter large applicant pools quickly. Also for HR teams inside mid-sized businesses who want a scalable, repeatable hiring workflow, and even large enterprises that want to pre-screen internal applicants for lateral roles. So instead of wasting time reading resumes, your AI screener gives you an instant read on a candidate fit. And the team only has to interview the top scorers. So let's start building that. Let me go here inside the business here in Aspot and click create. And when you create this, I will be using an IntelliForm. So let me just put here, applicant screener. Okay, now that we are in here, let me just click a new cover page and change the headline. So we are creating one for a data analyst role. So this is just for this use case example. And let's drop a subtitle right here. And for the description, I will be adding this. There you go. Now on this button, let's just change this to full width and say start on that. Now let's save the current page. Okay, now let's go to new page. So this is where our form input will be. So we'll be asking the applicant a few questions. So I'll be using the input block for that. We'll be asking for full name, of course. Enter your full name. There you go. Make that a requirement. Next question that we will ask is for their email input. Just get the unique ID. It is very important to enter a unique ID. Then enter your email, helper text. Let's just say, we'll use this to send updates about your job application. So this will be email field and another required field. Save current page. Now let's add a new page for collecting their for job qualifying questions. Let me just add this. And for our unique identifier, it will be that. Label will be summarize your professional experience. And then this. Let's make that a text area so that they have a larger space to enter. And then another one, we will be using an input type again. Let's use skills checklist. Oh, never mind. I think we should use a multi-select in here in this case. So let's just use the multi-select option in here. Change the unique ID. Change this. And then add a helper text. Let's add a few examples. For example, this is part of the job requirement. Project management. Customer support. JavaScript. Now we have 6 in here. So let's make that a required field also. And then our next one is going to be an opinion scale. So we will be asking how many years of experience they have. And then how helper text would be this. Default value, let's just say 1 and save. Let's remove the 0 from here. Okay, there we go. So we have that. Next, we're going to use another input block. So this will be a why should we consider hiring you for this role type of question. So again, you can modify this based on the candidate that you are looking for. You can change all of the inputs that you have right now and save current page. Okay. So now that we have completed our form page right here, the next thing that we will be adding is, let's just add a text here on our ending page. And then let's just another subtitle in here. All right. Now let us add an AI prompt for this. So let me just add one in here. Let's click on prompt 1, and then we will be using the following question IDs in here to reference their answers. So we will not display this response because we don't want the AI to show them that they passed or they failed. So let me just get the prompt for that. So I'm going to explain this prompt that we're using right now. On the back end, we created a custom AI prompt that evaluates the candidate against a specific job criteria. So this is our job criteria. It will assign a score from 1 to 5 to determine if they passed or they failed. And then we can also have the result of this AI be sent via Webhook so that it is fully automated. The first screening round is fully automated. So just click add a webhook right here, and this will trigger anytime someone submits the form. There you go. So prompt 1 will be the result. So you can just change the name of from prompt 1 to result. There you go. And save changes. Let's also make sure that we have the correct, there you go, result. So this will be the data for the AI result. Next that we will add is, let's take a look at customization right here. So do you want to show progress bar? Nope, not really. So do you want to show branding? Do you want to allow the AI to chat with the user response? So I think for in here, let's just make sure that this is precise. Just save changes on that and click active. There you go. Now let's take a look at our form and try doing some testing. Just click start and just enter a name. This is a fictitious name that I'm using right now. Click next, and for the experience summary, let's just say this, and then select Python, select SQL, data analysis and project management, and then 8 years of experience, and then why should we consider you for this role? So here are my form answers. Now let's take a look at what the AI will be able to provide. Okay, so your responses have been submitted successfully. Now we will see the result in here under data. Let's click to view. Okay, so as you can see, the result is 5 and the decision is passed because this person has 3.5 years experience of relevant work, which exceeds the minimum requirement. So that's it. The AI was able to provide the results. So as you can see here, the user mentioned having 3.5 years of experience as a data analyst. So that's why it was able to get that. Now let's try another one. Let's test let's use one that will get a score of number 3 maybe in the neutral zone. So let's try that, start, and let me try that again. There you go. Let's just say Python, data analysis, and customer support. Then user experience is 2. Then a why hire you question. There you go. Now let's take a look at the AI result. Again, all of this data that you're seeing right now will be sent over to the webhook once you set it up in here on the prompt builder. That will be sent over to the webhook, so you no longer have to look at here on this part of the page. All right, so sorry, that's not it. Let me just take a look here. There you go. So it says here the score is number 3 and fail, but they do demonstrate a strong motivation and alignment with the role because, however, they only have 1 year of relevant work experience. So that is it. That's how the AI was able to confirm. So everything is working. You can take this even further by connecting your internal tools, which is a webhook connection to route submissions data, which you can add an automation sequence that adds each applicant responses. You can add the AI score to a Google Sheet. You can send an email or a quick Slack notification to the interviewer only when a candidate passes. So it gives you a fully automated pipeline, and you are putting your hiring process on autopilot in this case. So that's how you build this. If you have any questions regarding this build right here, feel free to send it to support@aspot.ai. Thank you so much.